it's been 100 episodes. Wow, 100 episodes. Hard to believe as I'm trying to pull up episode number 1 if this thing ever works. Oh, wow. Episode number 100. I can't believe it. In November, when we have the good old Clapper Awards, they're going to present me with something. How exciting. Episode number 100. And we need to look at the Cleveland Indians because what better way to celebrate episode 100 than talking about sports and sports only, like we always do. So batting average, Jose Ramirez leads us to 62 average, 41 runs for him and 14 home runs, even though my script has 1 home run. I'm like, wait, what? There's no way, because he's Jose Ramirez. Yeah, he had 14 last night, which we'll get to in about a minute. Stolen bases, Jose and Eddie, 6 each. And leading us in wins, Aaron Savali with 8. Leading us in saves is Emmanuel Clase with 9. In fact, Clase, I believe, was part of that Corey Kluber trade. Shane Bieber leads us in ERA with 3.08 while heading into yesterday. Of course, that went down after yesterday's win, and he has 122 strikeouts, including yesterday's win. Indians against the Orioles. Wow, that was not fun. We lost 2-1 to the worst team in baseball. Hello, that's awful. That's depressing. What's not awful and depressing, Cesar hitting leadoff bombs. In the first game, Ryan Mountcastle hit a home run because there was no fan interference when Eddie tried to rob Mountcastle what would have been a home run robbery catch, similar to what Oscar Mercado did Camden Yards 2 years ago. Remember that name? I do. Oh, man. And then Jose, there he was striking out. But you know what? The day before, he had a 1-run triple score. Harold. Hey, speaking of Harold, there's Harold hitting a homer. And you also hit a home run as well. And we put up 5 runs in the 3rd inning of the 2nd game. And then we got absolutely tail-whacked on the 3rd game. It was one of the most depressing games I have ever seen. You lose 18-5. Good God, to the worst team in baseball. That is depressing and very frustrating in my opinion. My good God. How does that happen? Oh, man. Mountcastle and Cedric Mullins. I think that's Cedric Mullins out there. Cedric Mullins went Super Saiyan out there. Of course, that's a reference to some anime. I think it's Dragon Ball. I don't like anime, I'll tell you that. But Super Saiyan's also a popular meme. And I love memes. But you knew that by now. Mullins just went Super Saiyan, and so did Mountcastle right there all weekend long, and it was so unexpected, and you're like, how do we let them steamroll us? Great question. At least we won last night when Shane Bieber had 5 strikeouts in the first game, and Jose hit a 3-run bomb, and Bradley Zimmer had a diving catch in game 1. There's Bobby Bradley getting a double down the line. Was that his first career hit? I don't think so. No, it wasn't. But Bobby Bradley had a 2-run bomb in that massacre and embarrassment of a game back on, when do you call it? When was that? That was Sunday. NBA playoffs. That's right, we're talking about the NBA playoffs. Starts with the 76ers and Wizards. 76ers won 4 games to 1 with Seth Curry putting up 30 points in Game 5. Knicks against the Hawks. The Hawks won. The Hawks won. They proved that the Knicks' success was really just a bunch of smoke and mirrors, at least in my opinion. Trae Young really lit it up. 36 points, 9 assists in the game clincher. I really didn't like how well the Knicks were, but yet again, who knows? Utah Jazz against the Grizzlies. Grizzlies won. Donovan Mitchell. No, Grizzlies lost, actually. Jazz won. Donovan Mitchell, 30 points, 10 assists in Game 5. Nuggets against the Trailblazers. The Nuggets won against Portland, and they are not the McNuggets just yet. And the MVP, Nikola Jokic, 36 points, 8 rebounds in Game 6. Of course, this year, because, of course, COVID, stuff, which, by the way, COVID sucks. It's not fun. But you knew that by now. Anyways, they typically do the NBA award ceremony, but they haven't been doing it. They didn't do it last year. So Adam Silver came in, the commissioner, and he said that Nikola Jokic had won. Trying to check my microphone. Nikola Jokic had one MVP. Man, our microphone wasn't working. That was weird. Anyways, yeah, Jokic, lowest overall pick, 41st pick ever to win most valuable player, and one of the very few foreign basketball players to do it. And then Suns against the Lakers. The Suns won, and they proved that Mickey Mouse ring was actually a Mickey Mouse ring. There's LeBron with Devin Booker, who put up 47 points and 11 rebounds against the old guy in Game 6. And when Disney gave him his jersey, telling him to keep on being great after the game. Very nice of him. But now, injury, he said he was not 100%, and he showed it out there in that playoff series. He even admitted after the game that and the entire team was not fully recovered. Anthony Davis barely played during Game 6, and now LaFlop is going to have to defend the world with the Toon Squad in Space Jam. A New Legacy. I hope I can see it. My little brother's not fully vaccinated yet, so unfortunately not. That reminds me about how you should get the COVID-19 shot, because what else are you supposed to do? It's actually gonna help you out, folks. Yeah, try and check the box score for that Game 6. We're a loser, I guess. I mean, once again, names aside, he is still the greatest basketball player of all time, in my humble opinion. And he took us to our first NBA championship since ever, and our first championship in the city since 1964. And I think if LeBron's ever going to be remembered for that, other than, of course, his I Promise stuff, I think he should forever be remembered for that I Promise stuff and what he's been doing with that. And, of course, winning the NBA Finals with the Cavs. Not with the Heat, because in 2012, as we all remember, the Thunder were young. 2013 got bailed out by Ray Allen. He still actually calls Ray Allen to this day, thanking him for making that corner three. And the second greatest game in NBA history, number one, is, of course, Game 7 of the greatest NBA Finals of all time. You know what that was. And 2020, of course, was a Mickey Mouse ring. 2016 was his lone legitimate championship. As I was saying, Clippers against the Mavericks. The Clippers won 4-3. Luka Doncic, 42 points and 14 assists in Game 5. Kawhi 145 points in Game 6, and in the game clincher, Pandemic P, 22 points and 10 assists. And then that's against the Bucks. Well, let's just say that the Brooklyn Nets are just doing dandy. 2-0. Blake Griffin, 18 points, 14 rebounds in Game 1. Kevin Durant, 32 points in Game 2. Again, there they are. Tell you one thing, the Nets are loaded. The Nets are like gods, and it's absolutely insane and hard to believe. Suns against the Nuggets. Suns ahead 1-0. Devin Booker and Chris Paul, 21 points each in Game 1. And then you have the Philadelphia 76ers against the Atlanta Hawks. My goodness, this microphone. Series tied 1-1. Trae Young, 35 points, 10 assists in Game 1. And then Joel Embiid, 40 points and 13 rebounds in Game 2. And then last night, Jazz won thanks to 45 points from Donovan Mitchell. Pulling up my phone out here on episode number 100. And, of course, Highland and Sports Network. You need to like and subscribe to us. Tonight, I think the Suns are going to beat the Nuggets. I mean, yes, the Nuggets have the MVP, Nikola Jokic. And, of course, they also have, I think, what else do they have? Oh, yes, JaMychal Green. And, of course, Nikola Jokic is really the guy to look out for. Nikola Jokic, my friends, MVP. Derrick Rose got an MVP vote from a bunch of New York fans who are literally MVP rating, like how some people do that with elections. I guess that's how people were doing it in New York with the MVP vote. It made Derrick Rose a fan vote. Thank God the fan vote counts for one, because I didn't think Derrick Rose was MVP worthy. But definitely comeback player of the year and sixth man of the year. I mean, 2021 Derrick Rose was like 2011 Derrick Rose. But I don't like talking about his buzzer beater in 2015. Cavs won that series, by the way. So that was all for naught. When you talk about great buzzer beaters, you talk about Kawhi Leonard's buzzer beater and not Derrick Rose's in 2015. Save Mart 300, my friends. The Toyota Save Mart 300 or 350. Out at Sonoma, the road course, the what road course? It makes absolutely no sense. 92 laps, and Kyle Larson goes back-to-back with a win. First win on this hometown course. Kyle Larson, California kid, happy. It was his third win in the campaign, and he's definitely making a case for winning it all. Who would have thunk it at the beginning of the year? Chase Elliott had a road course winning streak, but it's slowly coming to an end now. But however, you see him right there in second place. That's the funniest thing. There they are heading into the last lap. You look at the road course there going about 60. They go from about 100 to 40. You look at them go fast, and then they're going to turn it down a little bit. You turn left, you turn right. Sonoma just looks very weird. So does Watkins Glen. So does Indianapolis road course. So does the road course out there, I believe at Texas. I think it's COTA, Circus of the Americas. Anyways, of course, Elliott second place helps him out with points. And like last race, Chase Elliott swept the stages. First time since 2014 that Hendrick Motorsports has won 4 straight races. That's win number 270 ahead of RPM Motorsports. Hard to believe. Ross Chastain had a surprising 7th place finish. And ahead of him were the Busch brothers, Kurt in 6th, Kyle in 5th. And as you see, that race went into overtime. Kyle Larson led 57 of the 92 laps out there. Look at Kyle Larson do it. How does he do it? I don't know. How do you make those turns out there? Again, I don't know. Of course, NASCAR Thunder 2003, things are a little different with how Sonoma is set up. But still, crazy road course. California and New York, 2 of the most populous states in America. And they just so happen to have the 2 most well-known road courses out there in America. Yes, sir. OHSAA champions and championships. We'd like to give a huge round of applause to Maslin Perry for winning softball in Division 1. LaGrange Keystone for winning softball in Division 2. Sherwood Fairview in Division 3. And Bradford in Division 4 for softball. Baseball Final Four, hard to believe, but Friday at, I believe, Canal Park, it will be the state championships. No, state semifinals on Friday. Saturday, state championships. Toledo St. John to play Cincinnati Elder. I'm picking Toledo St. John's to win. And Walsh Jesuit Warriors going to take down New Albany. And then Division 2, Bloom Carroll to play Hamilton Baden. I'm picking Bloom Carroll. Then Archbishop Hoban against Vermilion. I'm picking the Knights to win that. That's right. I'm picking Archbishop Hoban. And then Cincinnati Hills Christian Academy against Barnesville. CHCA to win. And then Archbold against Canyon Central Catholic. I'm picking CCC. So it's going to be most likely CHCA against CCC in high school baseball Division III championships. Last but most certainly not least, Lucasville Valley against Van Wert Lincolnview. I'm picking Lincolnview to win that. And then Warren JFK. Of course, out there at Warren here in Northeast Ohio, going to go up against Fort Laramie. I'm picking Warren JFK to get the win. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we did it. 100 episodes. Episode 1 was June 23rd, 2019. Let's listen to see how I sounded back then, or probably similar, if we do.
And episode 100.
Wow, Joanna, thank you.
Cannot go uncelebrated.
What?
Congratulations,
No.
Tommy.
Oh, thank you. You knew about this?
See?
Yes, congrats, Simon. 100 shows, 100 shows. Congrats. Wow.
These are from our famous Rise and Grind Bakery downtown. So,
wow.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
And thank you for all you do.
No, thank you.
Thank you.
Of course.
We
Quite
love
interesting.
having you on WCTV, so keep
I
up
love
the
being
good
here
work.
on WCTV. 72 days left till high school football begins, folks. I mean, I'm happy about 100 episodes, but 101, 108, I'm looking forward to 109 because that's why I get to preview high school football once again. And 110 will be Tommy's Picks being revived. But how about this, my friends? You look at all these donuts. I don't think I'm going to have any. But, you know, my dad and my old brother, he's going to love them.
Yep.
He's definitely going to enjoy them. Man, oh, man. Half of them say 100 shows. 3 of them say my name. And 3 of them have congrats. And I can't wait for November. Thank you once again, Joanne and John. You guys are actually the best. So, yeah, 100 episodes, I guess. Back to where I was with that. Oh, my God, I can't believe it. Really cannot believe it. Here I was back at episode 1. Stuff to talk about today. It's all going to be baseball, whether if it's the Indians. Well, I guess I sound similar. Of course, that was back in June 23rd. How many days were in between June 23rd and trying to look back to 2019 before the world fell apart and now is slowly getting back to normal at least. Thank the good Lord. Now we are fully vaccinated. I mean, at least I am, and John and Joanna, of course, are, because that's exactly what you need to do these days. It was June 23rd, it said, even though that was actually a Sunday. Must have been June 24th, actually. So I'm going to type in days between June 24th, my first show, and November 30th, which was... what do you call it? The very first game I got to announce, there was a grand total of 159 days. And man, oh man, hard to believe. WCTV and Highland Sports Network, you know, I've been in the sports talk show industry for 2 years now. I'm closing on my 2nd anniversary of being an announcer. Man, oh man, it's hard to believe. We've gone through a great season in basketball, baseball, softball, football, and 100 great episodes out here. Thank you, WCTV, as always. And now what do you call it? Episode 100, of course. And now announcing we got through a pandemic, announcing basically a whole season in a masquerade home. And now hopefully things can get better again. Of course, state dropped everything exactly 1 week ago, but we're still yet to see clarifications from the OHSAA. Of course, trying to look and see. We have received 4 votes from a poll from Highland Sports Network on Twitter. Follow us at Sports Hornets and subscribe to us. And it said right here, what are you looking forward to the most? And we have 4 votes saying student sections. And I really hope we can have a student section. We shall see what will happen next episode, number 101. I think we're going to do it as we always do. So until then, please stay safe out there and take care. Goodbye.
You are watching WCTV, Wadsworth Community Television.